password is not kind of shoot. There it is. Now it's check it. Now we gotta just check sound. So, that's not good. You know why we did it? It's because the sound was up on this. This has to be all the way up from you. So, are you ready? Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody see us? Do you have any families to watch them? Tell your family to watch it if we're live to make sure the sound's good.
Okay.
You got someone to watch it?
Yeah.
Because if we play it here, it's gonna be it's gonna start echoing.
Okay.
Sound is good.
Does it sound good?
Sound is good.
So we already got 4 people watching. Who's watching the live stream? See if I get some comments. Get you guys going. So we're at an undisclosed location. We can't tell anybody where we're at. It's private. So we're at my house. We had a little change of venue just because the block is just hopping. People got a lot of stuff going on. Private parties and things. And I just don't want to be in the way of what's going on over there because it's a private event. But so we are here today with, is only barbecue trailer? There's only barbecue trailer, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're with Esmeralda Corona from Corona Longhorns Barbecue. We had her food on Sunday, the brisket sandwiches. Now, I argued with Freddie. He said pork. I said beef. What was it?
Brisket, beef.
Beef? I thought it was so told him. He said, it's all the same. I said, no, not the same.
No.
So
Beef, yeah.
So we had the brisket, fries, and which is on your menu, one of your special, or not special, but one of your menu items.
Yeah.
Right? So why don't you tell everybody who you are, a little bit about yourself, how you started, and what's going on with the trailer.
Okay. So my name is Esmeralda Corona. As you guys know, I'm the one that's running Corona's Longhorn Barbecue Sandwiches food truck. So I've lived here in Fort Morgan my whole life, born and raised here. I started in the food business because my father actually pushed me into it. Other than that, I mean, I like cooking. I like trying different new foods, experimenting new stuff, honestly. What can I say?
And that's a lot of why you haven't been up recently is because you changed some stuff in the trailer because you're going to try some new things, right?
Right. Yeah. So the reason we haven't started up is, for me, by myself, loading up the generators on my truck. My truck is lifted 6 inches. Loading them up, taking them off, it's kind of hard for me. I have to find somebody. Yeah. I have to end up calling somebody to come and help me. So we're trying to figure out a way to put like a panel on the food truck. Okay. So it holds the generators on there. That way,
like
I
on
have
the
to be
back
taking
side or
them
something?
off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right on. So what did you change? What was it that you were changing?
Pretty much everything.
Because you told me some fryers and a burro?
Yeah, I added a new fryer because the last one, I had issues at the food truck Friday. Yeah, so I had to go get a new one. We're installing that. We did new flooring. We're doing the new stovetop, and then we're also gonna probably do like the tabletop.
Okay.
All that pretty much gonna be new.
So then, what are you gonna? There, you can make more specific food, right? Like carnitas or carne asada on the flat top, right?
Yeah.
So is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
What else? What's the new items you're gonna put on?
Pretty much, I want to add like a dessert.
Okay. Like what kind? Or is that a secret?
Like flan.
Flan. Flan.
Yeah.
Come on, flan.
For now,
I've only tried a couple of them that I like. Because it's just like the texture gets like, I don't know, like yeah. But then again, I like bananas, but I'm not the texture of the banana. I don't like it, so that's what it reminds me of for some reason.
Banana.
I don't know why.
Okay, banana pudding.
The tapioca pudding is nasty. I don't like that. That texture, I can't eat it. I don't like it. But so how is that made? Flan, exactly.
Flan, it's pretty much simple ingredients.
Yeah.
I think
you do have Jello into it, right? Like the gelatina,
no.
Forms it? No.
So the sugar, you heat it up till it melts into like a caramel, and then the flan is actually made out of the lechera, like that sweet milk, and then evaporated milk, and then eggs. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And then how long does it have to sit till it forms? Does it form right away?
You have to put whatever you put it in, so it cooks in.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much le dicen el baño María.
Okay.
So it's pretty much putting the pan that you have all those ingredients in already, and then underneath it you put a pan with water. Okay. So all the evaporation is what's cooking it, and it'll cook pretty fast, an hour, 40 minutes, and it's done. You let it sit for like possibly 4 hours in the fridge, and it's good.
Yeah, right now. So then back to the brisket that we had the other day. So the brisket that you brought us, now, are you sourcing all the meat local?
Yes.
Are you buying it? Yeah. So just like from the butcher shops here? Or?
No, I'm actually getting it from Cargill.
Okay, right. Mm-hmm. So straight from where? Straight fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the process in the brisket? How you smoking it or cook or just grilling it?
No, I smoke it.
Yeah. For how long?
I let it smoke for 24 hours.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All wrapped up and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's the process after that?
Pretty much.
Just kind of pull it apart. Like
pull it apart. Yeah, just shred it apart. Add barbecue in it. Make sure it's still hot and warm when I take it in the food.
Salt, pepper, chile. Gotta make it spicy. That's the one thing. I just some spice.
I do salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because yours didn't have. Did you put jalapenos in yours? No,
I don't. No.
But your salsa that you have for the tacos during the summer, that was legit.
Yeah.
that was hot. So, are we still getting some good sound? Yeah. No echoes or nothing. What did they say for you? Nothing.
She said it's good.
Yeah. Cool. So, starting when did you first start cooking?
I started cooking, I think like 4 or 5 years ago, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you wanted to or had to?
No, just because I wanted to, honestly, and trying to learn how to make different foods.
So they all your own recipes or recipes from like mom, dad, grandma?
Recipes from
Mexico?
My grandparents, yes.
Yeah.
And then some that I've looked up online and tried to do, yeah.
So you do the brisket, the carne asada. What's the other most popular one?
The loaded asada fries.
And what's all that one consist of?
That one is just pretty much, because we do potatoes, actual potatoes. We cut those up, peel them.
So they're all fresh potatoes. They're not already made ones, right?
No, they're all fresh, yeah. So we peel them and everything, throw them in the fryers, wait till they're done. We do cheddar cheese melted, and then the asada, and then we do, what's it called? Sour cream.
Okay.
And then we drizzle more cheese on top, and then we add avocados, tomatoes, pieces of cucumber.
So are you going to keep that one the same? Because man, when I got it last summer, that thing's huge.
Yeah.
It's like 2 people.
Yeah.
So are you going to keep it the same way or are you going to change it?
Honestly, I've thought about changing it and keeping it the same. I'm not sure, honestly, because there is a lot of couples that show up and they want something for each other. Yeah. You know.
You could throw just like pico de gallo on top.
Right.
On top of that. Because that one didn't have no chile, just your salsa on the side, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, real quick, too, what we're drinking tonight is so a lot of people don't drink. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, but a lot of people don't drink the squirt and tequila. Yes, I know people are going to get mad because they're going to see that bottle. They say, why am I mixing that tequila? So that is my go-to tequila, but you mix it with squirt. Now, the other thing that you want to hand me that red bottle that's up there on the back corner? So a lot of people haven't been able to find Via de Sanchez. Christmas, and it's on the back side. Christmas and New Year's, nobody can find it anywhere. Now, so this is what we always add in. You ever tried this one?
No.
No? So we make it with squirt and tequila. You don't want too much on there, just a splash.
Uh-huh.
So this, for some reason, is I don't know. I can't find it. I can't even buy it.
So what is that? Is that like a syrup?
It don't have no alcohol in it. It's just maybe like tomato juice.
Uh-huh.
So, but try it seriously. So, tequila, squirt, and you can use tomato juice if you want.
Yeah, that gives it a totally different taste.
So, totally different taste. This is what goes good with any Mexican food, any carne asada, any tacos. Now, these limes are lemons that you tried. They're sweet lemons crossed with the lime. So they're hybrid. Is that what you say?
Pretty much, yeah.
And you definitely got to try. Do you like this one? You like passion fruit? Or dragon fruit, right?
Dragon fruit.
So try this with the drink after you drink it, or while you drink, either before or after, don't matter. because it does give a different flavor. Did you try some? Try that with the drink. Give it a little bit more like subtle taste.
Yeah.
Now, if you're drinking Clase Azul, gotta drink it by itself because that's just weird. But I like to mix it. I like it with squirt. So, sorry. Going back to you wanted to talk about, and we talked about it a little bit before we started tonight. We're a little late because we had two interviews tonight. One was a distant one. Hopefully it gets posted here soon. I'm just waiting for it to go process and get through. So check out that one from earlier. But about the food trucks, I kind of hit on it with Giovanni when I talked to him. I've talked to George. Kind of hit on that too. But the amount of food trucks that are in town, I don't think there's enough food trucks. But people tell me I'm crazy, but I just like the variety of food.
Okay.
But you were saying, what do you think about that?
For a small town, for it to be Fort Morgan, is pretty much turning into a city.
Yeah.
It's not country anymore. Yeah. There's so much more people here.
There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah. It is good. People want to start their own businesses, There's what I think personally, it's too many food trucks for a small town, Do
you think because they have the same menu or they're not, or there's too much? Because honestly, the reason I like them is because it's hard to get good food at the restaurant. I like it because it's different, it's fresh. Yeah. The closest thing going to come to home cooking.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you think that's too much the same stuff?
Too much? Sometimes, yeah. Too much the same stuff. Every food truck has that one item that's exactly the same. I mean, if it had a different spice to it, a different, region it came from, it'll probably give a different kick to this town. And, look, they have this and it has a different taste than this person.
And everybody's going to, you said everybody's going to what? Towards what? What's insane food that...
The tacos.
Man, I can't get enough tacos.
Tacos are good. It's a big thing. It's a big authenticity to us that we're Mexicans. A lot of people love our food, and I think there's just all these Mexican restaurants, all these food trucks. They all have tacos. You know what I mean?
You can't get enough tacos.
Exactly.
So do you do? So one of my favorites is tripas. You do tripas?
Yeah. I started out with that. But
that was hard to cook.
It's kind of hard to cook, yeah. And then to know the amount, because tripas seem to shrink up.
Oh man,
so you never know what actual amount to throw in.
That's like the nastiest food to make too. If you make it, I don't know if you'll eat it. Honestly, if a lot of people make it themselves. We got one. You have to hook it to the intestine
clean it
to the hose. And I bet you that hose from here across the street to the liquor store from my house. That's how long it'll stretch out.
Yeah.
And it's just full of shit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And when you're cooking it, you ever had tripas? No?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the intestines.
Pig intestine.
Yeah.
So, I try it.
But it's nasty. It is nasty. But if you cook it right, I think it's probably one of the best foods.
I've tried it in several different places, and some people don't cook it enough. I like it to be kind of crunchy, and some people leave it soft.
When the first time my dad ordered them, he always orders them bien doradas, real fried, crispy. Mm-hmm. So that's the only way to eat this. But yeah, if I think if people make them themselves, you'll not eat them.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So the tacos, I can see it, but I think if people would do so at food truck, what we talked about, and I've talked about and pitched to everybody, it's up to what we do when we have the meeting about it. But I think everyone should have, if we're gonna have all tacos, everyone should have 3 items, whether it's tacos or not, but 3 items that's different from everybody else.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So not only does that give everybody a chance to sell out, but it also gives a different food for everybody.
Yeah. Well, it's not the whole point of, who sells out first.
Yeah.
It's more of what our community here in Fort Morgan wants to try, something different, something that's not here in Fort Morgan, something new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said something new, and too bad Freddie's not here because this is right up Freddie's alley. So he's gonna watch this if he's not watching right now. But you mentioned Puerto Rican food.
Yeah.
Now, Freddie's gonna get on your ass about that one. I know he's gonna get on your ass about that one, but because he's gonna say it's not authentic. But what would you make?
Mofongo.
What is that?
That is like
I've heard him mention that before.
It's the plantains, the green bananas.
Okay.
So they do that, and then pretty much they mush it, and you could add
like
carne
potatoes?
molida inside,
like a mashed potato type. Yeah.
But that has its own separate sauce that gives it a kick to it, and it's
because I think he's made. Heard him say that before. I think he's made. I haven't tried it, but he made hot dogs with those plantains one time.
Oh really?
I mean, it had awesome flavor, but I just can't get the texture, the
banana texture.
Something about it. I don't know what, but it has some flavor. It has some flavor. So what other dish would you make? We tried. Well, their version of tamales is pasteles.
Pasteles, yeah.
Again, the banana.
The same thing.
Yeah, but flavor wise and taste, it was excellent. I just can't get past for some reason that texture.
Right.
That one didn't have so much the texture. I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't get past that banana flavor. And I like bananas themselves, so it's weird. So, but I don't know what other thing he made. There's difference in the rice, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference in the rice?
Their rice, their seasonings.
What do they use? Because they use black beans.
They use black beans.
And what else?
The seasonings. I don't know what kind of seasonings they use, but it's a lot different than what we use in our rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way my mom makes rice, oh man, she makes it with not quite red rice, it turns it orange.
Right. Yeah.
But she uses what's that stuff in the little jar with the
consomate.
That one. She uses that, and then onions, and some people put carrots in them.
Yeah.
So theirs is just a plain with beans, different black bean and different seasoning. But Freddie's gonna all over your ass now. I tell you right now, he's gonna tell you what's up, and yeah, you better get it past him.
He's gonna have to get him
an assistant to work the hot dog cart because he's gonna be too busy critiquing her.
Right.
Freddie's gonna have to sign off on that one because that's his. He did make some. He made rice one day because he took some more to myself and to Monaco over at the at Totem. Rice, hot wings. They're not, but it was a different style hot wings. But man, the wings were off the hook.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I love their food, but I mean, like, I love it. I wouldn't know if somebody here, like the community, would like that. You know what I mean? Like it's something different.
Well, the lady that he got the pastelas from was from Wiggins, I think. She sells some food.
Yeah.
I haven't tried anything else other than that, but this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name, but that's where he got them. Said they were legit. Well, the other food that she makes is legit.
Right.
So I'll say that. So when you started, your dad started the trailer, right?
Yes.
And he kind of passed it down to you, or you're going to start your same thing because he doesn't want to do it, or vice versa. But I did try when you guys were at Ace.
Yeah.
Was he cooking then? Or who was cooking?
No, we had an actual cook.
Okay.
So he went to culinary school. He had everything.
Okay.
He ended up leaving due to family issues.
Okay. So that's the first time I tried your food.
Yeah.
So then, when you started at Napa, that's your own recipes, your own stuff. Or family recipes.
Pretty much. Yeah. Like he went off of what we had him do.
Okay.
So he kind of knew what to throw in, what not to throw in. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. And who was helping you then? Was it your dad and your mom?
My dad and my stepmom.
Stepmom.
Yeah.
Okay. Because she cooks too pretty good, don't you?
Yeah, she cooks too. Yeah.
So going to Napa, are you going to be back at Napa in the summer? Or
I'm thinking about changing location. I'll probably start off at Napa again, just to start up again. Correct.
Yeah.
After that, I'll probably go out towards like Main Street.
Okay.
Or more in towards town.
Yeah. So you did some right before you finished. So when you started redoing the trailer, you stopped for a little bit. You did some catering events. What did you do?
Yeah.
Which ones did you do?
I went to Pinel Feedlot.
Okay.
So I did 4 different events.
Your dad used to work there, right?
My dad.
Did your dad work there?
No.
Used to? No? I'm thinking someone else. So you went to Pinel Feedlots and you did what?
I did 2 of their Thanksgiving dinners for their employees, and then 2 of their Christmas dinners for their employees as well. It went good, it was really hard. They had 45 employees plus the managers, and
so that 75 people, 50 people maybe?
At least 50, 54, yeah.
And what was the main course? What did you serve them? Everything on the menu or just one certain thing?
One day I did tacos de asada and tacos al pastor. And then I changed it to the brisket sandwiches, and then The double cheeseburgers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. The cheeseburgers. Did you try the cheeseburgers?
No.
Did you try your tacos?
No, I had the brisket sandwich, and I'm going to say I feel a little bad about my low rating.
Oh, because you didn't have no onions. He was Max's onions.
Oh, okay.
I felt like the fries were crushed it.
Yeah, the fries
The
were
pork,
amazing.
the brisket itself,
Beef.
the beef with the beef.
Don't get
Freddie got in my head.
Yeah, I told you. I told you.
See, the brisket was amazing. I just felt like it just needed a little bit of something. It was just a hair,
So,
like some garlic or some onion.
right. You know, I've gone to restaurants in Denver, and in their barbecue brisket sandwiches, they do pickles.
Yeah, I can't do pickles.
I don't know about pickles. I mean, other people do enjoy that. I personally don't, and I thought, a plain brisket sandwich.
Yeah.
Let's just throw that out there.
I mean, it was great. There was just
Something missing.
Yeah.
You could probably put it on the side, but I mean, I was good with it. Onions, I like onions.
Right. Yeah.
Pickles, no, I wouldn't go pickles. I mean, that's just my. But a lot of people like.
You
pickles.
probably could even get away with maybe cooking some onions before you cook the meat in there, just to give it a little bit of that flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a cook.
Honestly, I would say just on the customer part, probably just either a greenery or a tomato or a pickle or onion, something.
Yeah, I mean, so if somebody did, I always had pickles there just because the cheeseburgers.
But see,
if somebody showed up and they asked me, can you throw salad on it or can you do this? I do it.
So I just drench it when I got barbecue sauce. I have to eat mine with the fork instead of my hands when I eat the brisket sandwich.
Right.
So
that barbecue sauce was amazing.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Your sauce, your recipe?
Yeah, we made that.
So the last time I ate at the trailer at Napa was the hamburger. So it was good. So the hamburgers. How much is it? What's the hamburger and fries cost? What you sell for?
I was selling them for, I think $10.
Was it too?
Yeah.
So are they gonna stay or?
No, they're probably gonna stay the same. Honestly.
I understand when prices have went up, things have went up, but you can't go to McDonald's. Our kids go to McDonald's
too often,
and you can't for $10, dude. You're not gonna get what she makes. You're not gonna get what she makes at downtown in the restaurants for $10, fries and hamburger, and it filled me up. So I mean, you're not gonna get that anywhere else you go. Especially when it's fresh, fresh beef.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the hamburger. I forgot about that. Those were legit. Those are really good. The other one, what else did I try? So I tried the burger, the salad fries.
I think you've tried
the tacos.
Menudo one time.
I did
when I was at Ace.
When you were at Ace, I tried the menudo. Yep. That was good too. Are you gonna continue that one?
Yeah.
Certain days or every day?
Probably Fridays and Saturdays.
So why is it just Friday, Saturdays? Because of the grilla or what?
Yeah. Pretty much. I've thought about possibly Mondays.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Because
Sundays,
I've always thought, people are going back to work Mondays.
Yeah, true.
So it kind of throws me off.
So what days of the week will you be open when you start again?
I'll be open Monday through Sunday.
Every day?
Yeah.
Dang.
Have you ever considered on Sunday, like for those brisket sandwiches, just making a ton of them for people to pack for their lunch the next day?
Yeah, there you go.
I've never thought about that.
That's pretty good.
No.
You could just have like a whole stack and be like, "Here's your lunch. Here's your lunch."
What would you think about a brisket sandwich? Because you got the flat top, right? The flat top grill.
Mm-hmm.
What if you threw an over easy egg on top of that?
An over easy egg.
That might be killer right there. That's the idea.
Huh.
What do you think?
I'm in.
Because you got the fries, so that's gonna be like your hash brown, your potato.
Pretty much.
But then you got the egg on top of that brisket.
Yeah.
I think some chili sauce on top. Oh man.
I'm currently losing weight, but I would be willing to give that up for that.
That's the $1 million sandwich right there.
I was just literally talking to my oldest brother yesterday when we were fixing his car. He goes, "When are you gonna go back to the gym?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I'll probably start back in February." Now talking about all this food just makes me, I'm just gonna stick to my future.
A lot of my friends are into the gym. I mean, a lot of girls are into the gym. I know, but it's cool and all. But man, I like to drink and eat.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry.
That's how I am. I mean, when I went to the gym, it was hard for me. Like I was working in cardio.
That's like a whole other job.
And then getting off.
Going to the gym is like another job.
Yeah.
You can't. That's I don't know.
I'll drink to that.
It's just a whole nother job that just yeah, it's good for you. I understand, and I should do it because of my sugar, but it's just not my thing.
Right.
I can't do the gym. So I think you better the over easy egg on top of that brisket.
Yeah.
That's a breakfast sandwich right there.
Pretty much, and that's one thing. The breakfast, we're adding our breakfast back.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you tried our breakfast burritos there. Man, those were huge.
Yeah. So the thing on the burritos. Now, breakfast. I didn't try your breakfast burritos. I've tried Giovanni's because he's off the hook. I mean, he's popping right now. It's everyone's good food. Don't get me wrong. His food is perfect. It's good. Good breakfast burrito. Everything. My thing, I don't like. It's too big. When you bite in the burrito and it falls out the other end, or it falls. And I have my pet peeve is about tortillas, and if they break apart, I don't like it.
I see that's.
His burritos were so good. I mean, I'll eat it separate, like with the fork. I'm cool with it because they're good. But
there's a thing to that.
When you roll,
you can skip that.
When you roll it,
how you roll it, and if you're cooking,
you gotta tuck the ends in, right?
Enough.
So is it kind of like rolling a joint?
Probably.
Yeah. So maybe he needs to roll a joint or something. No, but he rolls them good. They're good burritos. But yeah, I've been to other places where they just fall apart.
Right. So about that, like the first time the cook we had, that's what would happen to him.
Yeah.
So we told him toast the tortillas a little bit more.
Yeah.
And that helped a lot. But at the same time, it depends how much food you throw in them and how big your tortilla is.
I've seen some people they'll grab before they throw it in the comal, they'll grab it and they'll dip it either in some sauce or water.
Sometimes that makes it soggy. That's why it rips.
But I've seen them do it so it gets crispy, like crunchy, so you can roll it tighter.
Right.
Does it not work?
I've tried that personally, and I don't think it works. No.
I've only seen them dip the ends in, so I'm thinking, well, when they're rolling, they'll lick it like a roll and then fold it over and it sticks. But probably not.
There was a place in Denver I went to that used to dip that. They would roll the end in butter.
Yeah, like butter. Yeah,
butter.
Yeah,
really.
But I think it's just to make it crispy, isn't it? No. Or fry it, maybe.
Because then they put it on the grill for a sec.
Talking about butter, you said my bread had butter.
Oh, I thought I had.
You
don't have
said
it?
You could taste butter.
I thought I could. Yeah.
No.
You don't have butter?
That's our secret. We don't use butter.
I told you, didn't I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I did because I could take. If I eat bread, whether it's like pan blanco algo, just like that with beans or whatever, or breakfast, I like it toasted with butter.
Okay.
That's just my thing, and I tasted butter on it. What was it?
I won't say it just because it's a family secret. But yeah,
It's not butter at all.
No, it's not butter.
Man.
We don't use butter at all.
It's not a byproduct from that intestine thing you were talking about.
No, not 3 pounds. You fool.
Imagine. No. So that's something that me and my dad actually came up with when he first got the food truck. And, a lot of people did come up to us and it really does taste like butter. Just like you said that.
The only other thing I could think of, the only other thing I could think of, and I see it because Mexican people do it, is before they even start cooking, once the comal's hot, we do it on the grills. You clean the whole thing with an onion.
Right, yeah.
Is that it?
No.
So it's not that. That's the only other thing I could think of. Because that's what we do it on the grills, and I've seen a lot of Mexican people do that. They'll clean the whole grill with the onion, and then they cook.
Right, yeah. That pretty much, I feel like they do that to disinfect it. I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but I can taste. You can still get some onion flavor out of it. But when you have a flat top grill, I mean, you can when you clean it with the onion, you can still get because it don't stay there on the grill; it'll fall through.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So other than that, what else? When are you going to start up? So I have this guy, this customer. Maybe he's watching. I don't know. I'm looking here to see if he's watching, but his name's Wayne. You know Wayne?
No, I don't.
Shorter guy, bald, white guy, drives a blue car.
No.
Always calling you about your salad fries. First time you had him was at the last food truck when we were partying on the patio.
No.
Excuse me.
I don't. I probably did meet him. I don't remember, honestly.
He's probably, I don't see him watching right now, but the dude he's always asking, when is she going to start up? When is she going to start up? Because he's the salad fries, he's like obsessed over.
Right.
So when are you going to start so I can tell him?
Honestly, I'm planning towards April. So once summer hits off, like right now, it's kind of hard for me. I'm working in cardio,
Okay.
first shift now. So it's kind of hard. Like I sometimes go and care for my grandpa,
Oh, okay.
working at cardio,
Yep.
and then getting everything ready for a food truck just for one person. It's pretty hard.
Oh, definitely for sure.
But what I'm planning and hoping to go towards is by April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because I think a lot of I know Freddie's shooting for April. I know he has. I mean, he'll be the one to talk to about. We'll mention some more on Tuesday when we do another one. But his, I know he said opening day maybe the first because he mentioned April Fool's Day, didn't he?
He did.
So I think on the first or right in there, but
first week.
I know that's what he's shooting for. But again, weather is going to take us. We haven't got no snow yet, big
Right,
snows.
Exactly, and that's what's throwing me off right now. Like
So-
fixing the food.
You know that's a 4-letter word, right?
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with this weather because I mean last year just tore us up during food truck Friday.
Right.
We had to cancel pretty much every week. Every time we did one, we had to push it back.
Right. Yeah.
So I know he's shooting for April. You're shooting for April. I know a couple other guys are shooting for April. I know some other people that are coming up and coming are shooting for April. We'll see if it follows through. So with that, you're gonna be at the food truck Fridays.
I plan to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those ones will be April. What is it? January, March, April, May. May I think is the first one we got booked. Like that because we have already booked out.
Yeah.
We have booked out the whole summer. The last ones are going to be in October. The last one will be in October. So the first one is going to be legit. It's going to be we're going to do a couple of things. Permitting the block lets me do it. I still got passing through Julie, so we'll see what happens. But I got some plans, some ideas to get going. Freddie's ready to go. I don't know. He's going to do some things down in Florida with his kids, so we'll see how long he sticks around.
Mm-hmm.
I was giving him crap about him moving and leaving, but he's going to do something with his son that just graduated from a school.
Okay.
So that's cool. He's going to do something with his kids. So, but he's still going to start. He's going to start April. I know he has an event, and then he's going to be at the first. Let's just say the first few food truck Fridays, unless he stays the rest of the summer.
Okay.
So, but
Nice.
other than that, what else would you like to tell people? Anything? Want to get out? Tell people that you're going to be. Where you're going to set up? You said somewhere closer to Main Street.
I haven't
It's
found
your
a place
choice.
where honestly it's a choice. I'm thinking about towards Main Street or a little bit closer into town down
Okay.
34.
Is it because? Do you think is it slower on this side of town?
Pretty much, yeah. I'd say it's slower and it's kind of hidden. Like I always thought when we were parked at Ace, it's kind of hidden towards the back, and
Yeah.
the store that's next to Ace, the Goodwill,
Yeah.
they have their semis pull in stuff,
Oh, okay.
and it kind of blocked our view.
So
So
a lot of people didn't know you're there.
pretty much,
So
yeah.
if you move from there, what we'll do? If you move from there, if you want your first couple setups or a couple Saturdays or something, let's do something at the store.
Okay.
So we'll put you at the store. When you first start, let people know you're out, you're going. The donuts were there on Saturday.
I know. I saw that. I missed it.
She sold out in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
40 minutes to sold out donuts. So let's do that. Let's get you at the store, and then food truck Friday, and then we'll see. We'll find something. We'll help you find something.
Okay.
So anything else? Is it?
I think we got it all.
Yeah. So
I have a question, if that's okay.
what's up?
Okay.
What's up?
So you kind of brought up that everybody does the same thing, and what do you think, other than just maybe changing a region of food? What do you think the people can look at to maybe make their mark going forward instead of everybody doing street tacos?
You know, it's a whole big thing, honestly, because learning to cook a different region of food, it's kind of hard.
You gotta hit the right spot. Too.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, seasonings, like we were talking about the Puerto Rican food, their seasonings are way different than the seasonings we do. And I mean, sometimes they throw in stuff that we don't use or we don't even know about, and it kind of, that's
Sure.
what gives their food.
Regional
that.
secrets.
Yeah.
So theirs is probably more. I would say spice up front, like in the food. Ours is spice after we add it. Is that right? Do you think that's right?
Well, we have spice and
But
everything.
we add chile to our food. They think they cook with a little bit more spicy food seasoning.
I don't know.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
I worked with Puerto Ricans, and they don't like spicy food.
No?
No, at all.
So less spices maybe then?
Probably, yeah.
Well, I think they have a different definition of spice. I think spice, different
Like
areas
my
means
spice,
more
my spice.
flavor,
Probably,
more,
yeah.
I'm thinking
bringing
Chile
out what's
spice.
in it.
I'm thinking Chile spice.
Well, you know, like when you go and get sushi.
Yeah.
That green stuff that's in that corner.
Dude, I ate that shit one time on accident.
I did too, and it was not my thing. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a kick to their food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kimchi. I had a friend that used to make it in his house.
That's just potent.
I have asthma, and when he would make it, I couldn't come to his house for 3 days.
Really?
Yeah, because and it's just it gets in the walls and the
That's
air.
just potent stuff. Yeah. I don't know
That's
what
crazy.
we were eating. I don't know why. I just grabbed it and I wasn't paying attention.
You know, and I that's what I did. I didn't think of anything of it because I love sushi, and I went and bought some one time, and I thought it was like avocado or something like that.
People-
and I
a lot of
didn't even
people
look
think
at it
that, though.
closely,
Yeah.
but I got it the whole thing with the sushi, and
It's closer to a fermented cabbage.
Yeah.
really,
So speaking of sushi, someone else I'd like to get on the podcast and talk to, I haven't tried myself. Have you tried Victor's sushi yet?
I have not. You know, I've been wanting to go out there.
Yeah. Have you tried
I
it?
really don't
Absolutely.
go towards fresh.
Yeah. Is it good?
It's amazing.
See,
Really?
he just opened another one in, like, I think, was it not Denver, maybe Fort Collins somewhere?
No.
He also does. So I've actually had what they call authentic ramen,
Yeah.
and authentic ramen is not like what we're used to, the little
Right.
square packets. I mean, it's got eggs and it's got shallots and it's got, all kinds of stuff. And their ramen is. There were days because I used to work across the street from there,
Yeah.
and there were days it was like cold, rainy days. It's like this is what I need. You go get a bowl and you go back and.
The one thing I want to ask him, because like I said, I'd like to get him on the podcast and talk to him, but I flew out to California. We ate on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the ocean is like from here across the street.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
The worst sushi I've ever eaten. Worst sushi. It's right there. It's like, dude, you could go pick it. You can go catch it yourself. And it was the worst sushi I ever had.
Is it because it was just fresh out of the sea, or
I don't know what the difference was, but that's something I'd like to ask him.
Japanese, actual authentic Japanese sushi I ever had
Yeah.
was in Australia.
Really. The best one I've had is at Sushi One in Greeley.
in grilling?
Yeah. Sushi One. You ever been to that one?
No.
That one's legit. You been to that one?
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Yeah, that one's good. But so yeah, I need to get him on the podcast and check him out because I think it'd be pretty cool.
He's also a really good dude.
Yeah, I've never met him at all. I've talked to him one time on the telephone, and that was it. He was going to come to Food Truck Friday, the last one, but the schedules wouldn't work. So other than that, so we'll wrap it up real quick. What do you think? I ask everybody the same thing. Are you the person that you think you are made out to be? Are you happy, satisfied? Or do you think you got some stuff to finish?
Yeah, I'm happy with what I do.
Happy cooking or working at Cardinal?
Everything.
Yeah.
I love to stay busy. I don't ever just sit at home and do nothing, honestly. I don't ever watch TV. Like, the only times I do watch TV is...
TV's horrible. Don't
like,
watch TV. Rot your brain.
I'll honestly, like, whatever I watch, it's probably just the news in the morning, really early before I go to work.
That's why I don't watch it. I get hooked on the news.
That's it. But other than that, I keep myself busy. I check on my grandpa. I go to work.
Yeah.
I run to my dad's house. Pretty much, like, when I was running the food truck, run the food truck.
Because you guys, I do know some of you're pretty tight knit.
Yeah.
All family. I mean, I went to school with Letty, and I know Danny.
Yeah.
And so I mean, pretty tight family.
Oh yeah, they're my cousins, and I mean, we have such a big family, and when we all come together, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean,
good people. I mean, they're all good people. I mean, your dad, Letty, Danny, and I've known them for years. Good people. Danny's hard worker, man. His painting work. I've seen some of the stuff he's done in Greeley's. He's legit, man. So, anything else?
No, not really. No.
So
I think we got it all.
Good.
No.
Think that's a wrap.
I'd like to revise my score.
Oh, you can't do that, dude. You can't. She already heard it, dude. You gave her 7. You're a bad person.
No, I think honestly, knowing that wasn't butter in the bread,
dude, that floors
now I'm like,
now I'm mad,
like
dude.
a 9.
I'm gonna have to.
You know, that's a kick to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's something you thought it was in it. Like,
and no one said nothing. No one said
know?
anything different. That said maybe not, but I thought for sure. It got me on that one. Definitely got me on that one. So that's it, guys. That's a wrap. Check out the earlier one that we did today. Make sure if you haven't watched, go back and watch this one or listen to it. We will be going. Hopefully, we're going to shoot for Tuesday, but with things going, we'll see what's going on. Tuesday, we're going to try to go to YouTube. But they already cut me to some restrictions. We did get some haters on Facebook on Magic Bean, so I got to figure that out. They took some of her stuff down. Yeah, so a bunch of haters. Just I don't know why.
It happens to everybody.
But we'll get that figured out. I did post a couple clips to YouTube already, and I'm going to load some tonight. Tuesday we got the city manager from Fort Morgan, so that's a big one. That's why I wanted to go to YouTube, would be the first one, but we'll see what happens if we can't. But we will be back at the block on Tuesday. It's Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Nice.
So, all right. Cheers.
Cheers.
And thank you.
Thank you.